All right, thanks, guys. Happy Friday to you. We once again improved to 18-9 yesterday in our last 27 crowd pleaser teaser tier package plays on patreon.com/Brock Page. Good for 67% during that span of picks. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. But before we go ahead and do that, let's take a look at our first match of the day. And it's going to be in the Chinese Taipei SBL Basketball League. We're going to take a look at Juntai Tech taking on the Yulan Yujin Dinos, 4 a.m. Eastern start. That's an early one or a late one, depending on where you live. But anyway, Yulan's minus 3.5, totals at 174. Yulan's coming off a nice double-digit victory over Bank of Taiwan, 15-point victory in that matchup there. The Dinos have also been victorious in 3 out of their last 6, with marquee wins against the likes of Taiwan Beer and Taiwan Bank twice during those victories. Yulan's currently tied for second place in the league. Meanwhile, Jutai Technology on the other side, losers of 4 out of their last 6. They scored 78 points or less in 3 out of those 4 defeats. They're also currently in last place in the SBL and suffered double-digit losses to Taiwan Beer and Bank of Taiwan within their last handful of games. Now, total-wise, 2 out of Juntai's last 3 games got over the total of 174. Meanwhile, the Dinos on the other side, they saw their last 3 straight games all fly over the total of 174 points as well. Going to lean toward the Dinos in this matchup here. Give me the Yulan Legion Dinos minus 3.5. And the over 174 in that game. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Saturday's SBL basketball picks. Happy Saturday to you. Actually, it's Friday for me recording this video right now. But anyway, happy Saturday to you. By the time you're watching this, it's probably Saturday, well, late Friday night. But anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. Hopefully you're having a great day whatever time you're watching this. But anyway, guys, before we go ahead and move on with the program, just got to quickly remind you to check me out once again on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage, where once again we improved to 18-9 in our last 27 crowd pleaser teaser tier package plays on that website. We have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to on that site. Currently, we have well over 650 members currently signed up and active on that page. Now, you might be wondering, why would all those folks sign up to receive Patreon picks, where they can get them all here for free right here on YouTube? And that's certainly a great thought, a great point, a great concern. But there is a big problem with me handicapping every single game on the board, side and total. And the problem is this. If you were to bet every single game on the board that I put out here on YouTube, side and total, you are guaranteeing yourself failure. If you're going to bet every single game that's on the slate with your hard-earned money, it's certainly not a winning formula for success. And as a matter of fact, it is a recipe for disaster. The books are way too smart. They're way too sharp. They have a whole lot more money than you and I do to be able to, absorb that kind of action. And most important, the math becomes aggressively against you the more and more games you play like that. So what I do on Patreon is I make life a lot easier for you. I break it down and focus in on, 3 to 4 premium selections per day, high percentage picks, games that I personally have action on. And I'll tell you this much, my current Patreon record is a whole lot better than it is here on YouTube, handicapping every single game on the board, side and total. And if you want to check out my current record on Patreon, you can do that for free. That's the good news. It's right on the homepage. All you have to do is click the link in the description section below. I also include a link to that page in the comment section below as well. But once again, that is patreon.com/BrockPage. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive back into some more lines and personal leans here for free on YouTube. And we actually have just one more basketball game in the SBL. And of course, it all starts Eastern Standard Time. And our next and final matchup is going to be Paoyin Archelin taking on Taiwan Beer. 6 a.m. Eastern start. Beer's the 11.5 point favorite. Totals at 168. Beer's won their last 3 straight. 4-2 straight up in their last 6. They've garnered themselves marquee victories over the likes of Juntai, Bank, and Archulin during that stretch. 3 out of their last 4 victories have also come by way of double-digit blowouts. Archulin, on the other side, hitting a bit of a slump over the past week or so. They're currently on a 3-game losing streak, and they were blown out by this very Taiwan beer squad by 27 points during that stretch of losses. Now, total-wise, 4 out of Pao Yian's last 6 got over 168 total points. Meanwhile, 2 out of Beer's last 4 got over that number as well. I think this is a pretty good spot for beer backers. I'm going to lean toward the chalk in this one. Pretty chalky lean here. Give me Taiwan beer minus 11.5 in the over 168 in that game. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some shout-outs. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage. Shout out to Mark Baldwin, Roy Munson, Griff HD, Terry X, I am Philippos, Santiago Mesa, Stephen Lewis, Stephen Martinez, Shady McQueen, Sandbox Mafia, Kiwi NZ, and last but certainly not least, gotta give a shout out to Daniel King. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on Patreon. But most importantly, guys, I gotta thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Saturday to you, or Friday to you, depending on which day you're watching it. I'm recording on a Friday right now. At this very moment, it is Friday. But maybe by the time you're watching it, I don't know, it's early Saturday morning. Who knows? But anyway, happy Friday to you. There we go. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.